is Mohammad Khan, you say. And let me take you to a different world and a different time. I was born in Afghanistan to a nomadic family. The only thing I was thinking of as a child, whom will I play with the new camp that we built and who my friend will be? Because every day there was a new camp and my parents were moving on. And the young men and women were helping each other, loading and unloading their camels, and there was a lot of laughter, a lot of happiness, and a lot of joy. Men and women were working together. At that time, there was no Pakistan. There was no provinces in Afghanistan very well. And there was a lot of people were moving back and forth. My parents were working in the central part of Afghanistan in the mountain area. And then during the fall, they were moved down to India. That time was India. And they were over there, they were built their camps. It would take a longer time moving back down there. And then from there, when after a month or so, they will travel down to some cities of India to buy groceries like material, shoes, sugar, tea, and in the springtime bring it up to Afghanistan. And from Afghanistan, they will buy the dry fruit, grains, and some animal hide and take them down to Pakistan back and forth. This was their life. But something very special happened in 1950. In 1950, the Morrison Knudsen Company built a big dam in Helmand Province, Afghanistan, southwest part of Afghanistan. It's Kajika Dam. And all this, our family moved down to the south, and they became settlers. It was a hard transition for them, from a nomadic life to a settler. The graveyard grew very fast. As a child, I grew up in this family. And when I started school when I was 12 years old. And I finished elementary school. And the first day I remember in my school when I stood at the line to write my name on the list, it was an exciting day for me in my life I never forget. I was so anxious to get the book that they were giving me. When I got the book, I could not read and I could not write. But I loved every page of the book. I loved the pictures in the book. And I'm jumping on the way coming home. I got into school and I got as a young kid. That is the most memorable day in my life. I finished elementary school. I went to Lashkar Gah, finished nursing school, and I was lucky enough to throw there to meet some Western physicians who was very professional, who donated their time to the lab of patient and taking care of the sick people. And they became a new role model for my life. And I said, I should become a doctor to serve my community. And I was lucky enough, got the opportunity to go to Lebanon, come to the States, finished college, went to Afghanistan to medical school, finished medical school, went back to the same hospital that I was a nurse. And I worked as a surgeon. Not sturgeon, not sturgeon, surgeon. You got it. And it was a wartime. A lot of atrocity was happening. So I was working in the government hospital. During that day, I would work in the government hospital. On the weekend or night, sometime I would go down to help the Mjuahideen. They were wounded. And that was the time that then I came back to Afghanistan, here to travel out there and came to the States. And my first job in the state was working in spaghetti factory here, carrying heavy loads on my shoulder, being a regular laborer. Then I went to nursing school and settled down and supported my family. But you never forget about the community that you live in. You always think about those whom you left behind. So in 1998, I went back to Afghanistan, and what I saw. The great agricultural land up there, particularly Helmand Province, was irrigated by the Helmand River, changed to poppies. And our the young boys and girls were working in the field, and their clothes were stained with resin, opium resin, and they were semi-sleepy. And I said, I have to come build school for them. So in 2001 March, I went back to Afghanistan, and I talked to people, let's build a school. They said, well, the Taliban will not let us. I said, let's talk to them. Taliban are people of this country. They know the tradition of Afghanistan. They speak the same language. Let's go talk to them. And we did. We went to Kandahar and we talked to them. And they said, oh, we have nothing against school education. Yes, you can educate the girls and the boys. But they told me I have to go to Kabul to talk to the Minister of Education. And I went and I talked to the Minister of Education called Amir Khan Muttaqi at that time. And he says, I said, I live in America. I came back like to help here in education. And they told me, yes, you can go do that. They have nothing against it. Well, what happened is that in Afghanistan, communication, reconciliation and education works. And that's what we have to look into, go to that. This was the first school we started in our family compound. It was growing, and there was no enough place for the girls to be able to go to school. The places were getting shorter. So the parents joined us, gave us, the father gave us tractor and trailers, and we went to the desert to get the material for the schooling. In the Western society, it is not very clear. Sometimes they think that there are other causes, but for the girls to go to school to succeed, the father is the main thing in Afghanistan. The girl can go to school. It's very important. Without the support of the father, education for the girl is very difficult. People found job. Everybody was working. Very happy and excitement. We built 24 classrooms, a library, a well that can give clean water to the community, and we had 1,200 students in their school. 400 of them were girls that their parents have never gone before to school, could not read and write. Thank you. Thank you. Look, this lovely picture. In the village, nobody could read. Now they also bring the small sisters over there. And one old man comes to me and he tells me, Dr. Kharoti, you start hell in my house. I say, what did I do wrong? He tells me that my granddaughter every morning crying in the house to go to school, I do not allow them. I said, why not? He said, the girls are not supposed to study. I said, look, these are studying, the other girls are studying. So the little girl told her father that night that her grandfather is not allowing her to go to school. And the father told the girl's grandfather, you did not allow me to school, and I cannot read it right. I'm a blind. I want my daughter to go to school. And he told her, tomorrow be in school. The next morning, the old man comes to me with a big white beard and big smile on his face. He tells me, Dr. Kharoti? I said, yes. He said, you win the war. And I said, thank you, thank you. And I said, what war? He says, my granddaughter is coming to school. And I said, thank you. There was a happiness, but October 2008, I got a phone call. My school was gone. Somebody attacked it. The chair was gone, the table was gone, everything was gone. This was the one I ended up with. A British officer came to me when I went to Afghanistan, and he asked me, he said, do you know who destroyed the school? I said, yes, I do. He said, do you know his name? I said, yes, I do. He told me, does he live in Shinkale? I said, yes, he does. So he takes his notebook and pen out of his pocket, and he said, can you tell me the name? I said, yes, I can. And he got that, I said, illiteracy. He said, what? I said, illiteracy. I think he understood me what I meant. But we planted the seed of education. Nobody can root it out. Look to the kids, they're studying like a sheep grazing in the grass. They're studying books. And I want to let you know this. There's a lot of people who cares. There are people who want to still bring positive things into the life of those who are not so fortunate. And here we are. Afghan Appeal in UK stood by us and supporting us to rebuild the school back again. Thank you. The school will be built like a movie in a slow motion. We have 24 classroom plan. And the kids will be again. The joy will come back to the village back again. But we did not just stop there. We started a program for the secondary schools in Lashkar Gah, provincial capital. We are teaching, we have over there about 250 students, and half of them are girls. Thank you. They can now, we are teaching them computer, English, and internet. In America, internet is everybody's daily life. In Afghanistan, this is a gift. So they have internet now, and they're communicating with the girls in the United States, writing back and forth. And one of the girls writes to the girls in the United States, peace brights the light, the candle of education. And the candle of education bright our life. My friends, every woman and every educated woman and every family is a light. Unfortunately, in rural Afghanistan, every house is dark. Please, stand by me. Help me out to bring to light those houses which are dark. We can do it. It's not impossible. How far have you come so far? In the village of Shinkalai in 2001, the population is 11,000. They were there for 50 years. We could not find one woman or a girl to be able to read or write. These girls are looking to the global map and say, wow, the world is bigger than Shinkalai. It is larger than Helmand Province. It is even larger than Afghanistan. There is a whole out there to explore. What have happened after 12 years? How much have you accomplished after 12 years? 3 of those girls are today in medical school. And when they finish medical school, they will go back to their own district. They will not need an interpreter. They will not need a cultural shock to the people. They will feel like their district is their home. They will treat every child, every mother, and every baby the way they're supposed to be taught professionally. Education brings the sunlight, the sunshine to everybody's life. And this is their mark that they will put on the world. My dear audience, no matter where you are, what is yours? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.